Wow, wow, you are truly amazing. I mean, you said a lot. Man, there's so much stuff I want to kind of speak to, but I could say that depression and anxiety and those different things do affect people differently. Because, like you say,
Hmm.
some people they find it hard to sleep, and then some people sleep a lot. Some people gain weight, and some people lose weight. So it's
Right?
kind of tricky, you
It's
know. So you
interesting.
definitely got to communicate with your people. That's a great thing that you're doing. Let me see. Suicide is real, most definitely. I think over the last maybe like 2 or 3 years, since things have changed, I know at least maybe 3 or 4 people from my high school that committed suicide. They was all black men, and some of them you couldn't really tell, like, wow, I was surprised, but then other ones you was like, you could read their Facebook posts and different things that they were going through, but we wasn't really taught on how to deal with those types of things. You know what I'm saying? So we just was like pretty much just watching this unfold. So
Hmm. Yeah, and that's something that I hope gets better, that I'm working on with my practice, is to help bridge that gap between having a cry for help and someone, having someone to talk to who really listens, to say, hey, like, I hear you, just lay it on me, tell me what's going on, and having that conversation between men. So we can get into that later, but yeah, it's not easy, so I'm sorry you had to go through that. Yeah.
yeah, definitely. We are going through it. And I wanted to ask you, I was checking out your page. You have a 4 week program. What is, you could talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, so my goal is to, I recognize that everyone is time poor, right? And meaning that you might have a job and a side hustle and a family, or you just have a few things going on. You don't have time to always go to your therapist, or to a coach who can help you. So I have, over since I started my own healing, self healing journey, and I studied it, and I've been working with my clients, I found like the key components that help you reach your goals faster with permanent results, so that you don't have to keep coming back to me. We condense it into a 4 week program where you learn how to release rage, negative thinking, anxiety, suppressed emotion for more inner peace and outer success. Okay. And ultimately, my clients are seeing results in even shorter than the 4 weeks, but you have that with me just in case you would like the full time. And what it includes is, um, the most powerful part is reprogramming your subconscious mind, because your subconscious runs up to 95% of your habits, your beliefs, your behavior. So if you're working on your mental health and you're just working with that conscious mind, you're only scratching like the surface, that 5% of your mind power, trying to help you self heal and change your habits, stay in a more positive mindset. So they learn how to work with their subconscious, really go in kind of in a deeper meditative state to um, uncover the root cause of why they're feeling upset, why they can't be positive, why they can't feel, why they're struggling with self-worth, self-esteem, and these things that are blocking them from setting goals, reaching their career goals. And once they learn how to do that, we learn other healthy coping mechanisms, because a lot of Black folks are not taught how to deal with stress in healthy ways. So we learn how to cope with it in healthy ways. And we also learn how to just stay in that positive vibe, and productivity hacks that are going to help you focus, even with all the distractions, help you focus for a few minutes a day to get your maximum output. And my clients are saying some of the wildest things that they're gaining from the program. And, you know, it's, it's more than I ever even thought, like the positive feedback that I'm getting. But the goal is to give you just the tools that you need to get you out of that negative mindset, and then be your own coach and be your own therapist. So when the program is over, you have the tools that you need to sustain that positive mindset, that productivity, and reach your goals.
Wow, that's inspiring. That's man, that's amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, to be able to help somebody, maintain a positive mindset because that can make or break somebody. When we young, we don't really learn about depression and anxiety and self confidence and self esteem. You get in the
Right.
real world, all of those areas are tested heavily.
Yeah, especially for Black folks, and I feel like even more for Black men because we do have like, say, if you're in a competitive work environment and you have Caucasian bosses, like I don't need to tell y'all like people, but there is this kind of condescending, like a lot of the times I've experienced it a lot myself, where they're like, they kind of imply that you don't know things, like, oh, how did you know that, or you're sexually smart, or or you're working your butt off and you're not getting promoted the way that you want, you're not getting positive feedback even though you know that you're outperforming your colleagues, and so that kind of nicks at you. So it's like, how do you what how we're just taught, oh, that's just how it is. It's just Black. Just go party. Just go blow off some steam. Just have a drink. Just go smoke some weed. Just go, like, have sex. Do these things that these are these quick fixes. Is instant gratification, but it's not for long term health, confidence, self worth, and self appreciation, right? And that's where the magic happens. Is that if you can love yourself and appreciate yourself, no matter what people think about you or their biases that they're projecting onto you, that's when the magic happens. That's where you can just kind of flow through it, rise above it, and say, you know what, maybe I'm feeling so good. I don't need them to tell me that they approve because I approve of me, and maybe I'll start my own business and go make more money type situation because I know my worth now. That sort of thing.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope.